happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department. And we're in the kitchen today making an herbed potato salad. This is definitely going to be a dish that you're going to make many times this summer, having picnics and barbecues and entertaining your friends with family dinners. So if I've already cooked, and it didn't take long, I love using these little baby potatoes because they cook so fast. And what I recommend doing is just filling a pot of water, slicing, even though they're small, slice the potato in half. It does even cook faster, and then it's already ready to go in your bite-sized pieces. So this has cooled, and this dish is great because you can serve it warm or you can serve it cold. It is so user-friendly and great for transporting as well. I love using fresh herbs in the summertime. Drop a line in the comments if you grow fresh herbs and what your favorite is. One of my favorites is basil, and this dish, you can use any herbs, any flavors that you have or that you love. So today we're going to use basil, we're going to use parsley, and we're going to heighten the flavor with just some scallions, some green onions, chives, dill, mint, cilantro. So you could use whatever you want, but that's what we're going to use today. So the first thing we're going to do is zest some lemon. You know, I love zesting, and that is where all those oils are and really brings out the flavor. Now this is going to be a simple dressing just with olive oil. I'm going to show you an alternative if you want to kick up the flavor a notch with some Dijon and some like a vinaigrette. But this is just going to be more of an olive oil herb base. Oh, just look, it smells so good in here already. I just love using lemon. Okay, so we've zested the lemon. We're gonna put this aside because we're gonna use the juice for the dressing. So my herbs, we're going to use a whole bunch of parsley, like just a nice big handful. And this is so great to have on hand. Pasta dishes, chicken dishes. So I'm just going to roughly chop. Now, if we were going to use the Dijon mustard vinaigrette, then I would put that into a blender. This, we're just gonna enjoy the roughness and the natural element of chopping up the herbs, just fresh right on the oil. Oh, it's so fresh in here. Very earthy, right? Okay, and this is a great dish. We have Father's Day coming up next weekend. You might want to try this with your family. And I also love this because it's very friendly for anyone with food allergies. So it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, right? We're not using mayo, it's egg-free. So anyone with allergies really will be okay with this. So we're gonna take all that parsley, and then we're gonna take, oh, I love these big leaves. Look how beautiful this basil is. This would be gorgeous with some tomatoes and mozzarella cheese and balsamic vinegar on top, right? That reminds me of just summer dishes. So just take a big handful here. This will be easy to chop because the leaves are beautiful. We can kind of do it, I'll just move this over. We'll kind of do it in one big chunk. We'll roll it up. Make our little slices. I know my coworkers always are looking forward to what's for lunch on Fridays. So we were all looking forward to this potato salad. Now you can use any kind. I mean, if you're thinking of 4th of July, I love using those potatoes that are purple and red. They have sometimes those bags that have the 3 colors. That would be really fun for 4th of July weekend. So, but I like using the little baby size. All right, so we have our basil in here, and we're gonna add in our onions. Okay, we're just going to add about a half a cup of olive oil. And the potatoes that I have, it's about 2 pounds. All right, and then we're just gonna add our lemon juice. Oh, squeezes really nice. We'll talk a lot about cooking with herbs this summer in the future lives because there's so many ways to use them, especially if you're growing them in your garden. You're gonna wanna find fun ways to use them and stretch them out so that you can use them in a lot of your dishes. Okay. Awesome. Give a paper towel. We're just gonna give this just a nice little whisk. Now I'm making it separate in the bowl, of course, because if I did it right on top, those potatoes right on top would get all the dressing. So we wanna make sure that we mix this up really nice. Okay. So let's take about half, mix it up. And another health reason why I love cooking with herbs is because it gives it so much flavor without having to add extra sodium in the foods that you're cooking. So we have the natural lemon, and then we have these herbs. Look how beautiful this is. So pretty on a table, very colorful. Okay. If you like garlic, you can certainly add chopped garlic to this as well. The possibilities are endless. So like I said, we're just using parsley and basil. All right, let's give it a taste. Let me grab a fork. Okay, just see, see how the oil just makes the herbs stick right to it? So fresh, so light. I taste the lemon, really taste, so use good olive oil when you're using this. Great summer dish. Check the comments below for a recipe. Have a wonderful weekend.